All right, here I'm going to examine the powerful metrics of success with your ads. Okay, I'm going to tell you about the successful metrics for your advertising and what changes you have to make when you're not getting the results that you think you should be getting. Okay, so I already showed you the reporting, the numbers, and it's important you keep an eye out and see what's happening, okay, to be ready to make the right modifications and make, of course, more money. When you are running your ads, you really have to pay attention to what's going on your ads, okay, the CDR, the ROI, and all the type of stuff, so you can adjust it accordingly in the next run. So you want to adjust everything, okay? You want to see not only how the ads are reacting, but how the audience is reacting to your product. What's going on in your funnel, from the traffic, all these things that you want to pay attention to. So when it comes to ads, you have a few metrics that you really want to pay attention to. Those are good terms that tell you what's going on and what to do with the next step. I personally have launched a lot of products, lots of ads, and build several different funnels, and this way I'm able to dive deeper into my numbers. If you do this, you will be able to grab that right knowledge that will allow you to know exactly how and when to scale a campaign up, when to make the right changes. If you hit, for example, a certain number, you might want to bump it the next day, or if you don't hit it, you can test it more, or eventually just kill or trash the campaign. So you always want to test the campaign before plowing a lot of money into it. So when you have a winner, you want to start ramping up the next day. That's what I basically do. As you launch more campaigns and keep a close eye on your numbers, you'll begin developing a huge amount of knowledge about what it takes to run a successful marketing campaign. I suggest you that you develop that mindset. Okay, it might be taking you some time, but it's very important. Also, check the entire sales funnel. You need to monitor the entire funnel, not only the ROI and the CTR, okay, the click-through rate. Those who only show you data about your ads performance. However, when you look at the entire sales funnel, you might learn that you are trying to sell a bad product, or you're trying to sell it to the wrong demographic group, okay? These are very, very important. So I'm going to cover three metrics variables here. Number one, the ROI, return on investment. Number two, CTR, click-through rate. And number three, comments and shares. So starting with the ROI, which is the metric number one, this is the first one that you have to keep in mind. It stands for return on investment. And for instance, let's say like an email campaign is very low cost, okay? You are paying for an autoresponder, and you may or may not be paying a freelancer to write your emails. But you are not paying every time someone views an ad or clicks on it, okay? That means you can be more patient to wait for sales results. A sales campaign I'll probably abandon is one where I don't see results in 6 or 7 days, okay? You have to ask yourself this simple question: am I making more money than I'm spending? Okay, now it depends like on several different factors. Depending on your sales funnel and what you got going on, this is going to depend like on many things. Like if you're doing a t-shirt campaign where you just launch a new shirt, sending traffic, and you are just expecting sales, then it's very straightforward, okay? If I spend $10, am I going to make 11 or 12, one or those $2 more? That's what you want to do. You want at least make $1 back, $1 or $2 back for every dollar you spend. This is really the goal here, okay? And with a straight upsell process, that's very simple metric to look at. If you have a long-term sales funnel where you're actually sending people into an email list, and they're not buying till like day 15 or 20, but that is our positive ROI because you're looking at the whole funnel, okay? So it really depends on how on how you have it set up. But for now, you're going to do straight up ads, okay? Straight up testing and just looking at the ROI, meaning if we make money on that specific ad or not, okay? So it's important that during the testing process, during the testing portion of an ad, keep your budget at about $20 to $30. If you aren't making money during that time and don't know what changes need to be made, you should shut the campaign down immediately and move on to something else, maybe a new one, okay? That's the bottom line for ROI. But before doing that, make sure you check other metrics. The first things that I look at is the product itself and the ad copy that I'm using, okay? Maybe it just needs to be changed and you can have different results after. If it's losing money and not all the stats are working out, I'm probably going to shut it down. But if it's making a little money, it's likely, let's say, up on your ROI or breaking even, I'll probably try making improvements to increase earnings, okay? Just look at the other metrics. So the next variable metric is I look at is the CTR, which stands for click-through rate. This counts the number of people that are actually making it to the sales page. Now, I find this way more important than liking and sharing the ad on Facebook, because first off, they need to get to the sales page, okay? If they are not clicking the link and getting to the sales page, they are not going to have a chance of buying. Your ad might go viral, but if people aren't following the link to the sales page, they aren't going to make purchases. Again, it doesn't matter if they are interacting on a post in your fan page, picture, or whatever it is. If they are not getting to the sales page, you have no chance of making the sale. I like to see a CTR rate of 7 to 8%. Some marketers are satisfied with a CTR as low as 1% to 3%, but I don't think that this low rate provides you with any meaningful data. Okay, at 7-8%, I would say you can start looking at demographic data to learn who these people are and where they are coming from. You then use that data to fine-tune your campaign to make it better. Like you have to make, some improvements and stuff like that. So the CTR and the ROI are very, very important. You want to have at least a minimum of 7-8% CTR, and this gets people actually to the website. They are there. Okay. Secondly, this creates our custom audience. Okay, the custom audience, and this is built with the people that actually visit the sales page, and this is your long-term advertising strategy when you will do retargeting, as I'll show you in the next videos. Next, the next metric I look at is the comments and shares. What I'm looking to see is if the ad is getting any engagement, which is extremely important. The best ads grab people's attention and go viral. You want those type of ads. Okay, that's the beauty of Facebook, because they may not be clicking on the link, but they like the humor, or maybe it's a controversial subject that they forward to family and friends. Okay, like if you create t-shirts in the gun niche, that's very controversial, police brutality or all those topics. When you get an ad to go viral, you can make sales. You may need to make some changes, but when people are sharing your ad or commenting on it, let's say you have a great campaign and a great product, that you can really get you can really get a huge amount of sales with just viral traffic, and people are soon going to start clicking through your sales page. So in fact, in 2014, my best selling campaigns were the ones that went viral. I had some great success with those type of campaigns. These were the t-shirts with a controversial subject, especially the Second Amendment, the guns niche, like I was telling you, the other controversial topics like autism, police brutality. People just liked and shared and showed their friends my t-shirts so that they could buy them. That's the power, of an ad being viral. So I like to look at likes, shares, and comments. Specifically, what I'm looking for are between 50 and 100 shares for a shirt and twice as many likes, because the ad being shared and liked, you can keep your ad costs relatively low since it's being virally shared, since people share it. So you still want to keep it out there, which is why I continue to run the campaign at about $20 per day ad spend. Shares help you expand the reach and on the ad organically very well. So comments instead are particularly important, because especially if you do a t-shirt marketing, because these give you an insight into what people are thinking about your ad. I just love to see comments, such as, "Oh my God, I need this," or "Oh, I love it. This is so me," or "My friend will love this. I have to share it." That's when when you have a great ad or a great product on the market. All you have to do is make sure the product fits their criteria. So that gives you a good idea of what to look for in the most important metrics. Obviously, ROI is the most important. If the ROI is positive, you are making money and you have a good product. If you are not making money and it's not a positive ROI, but you're kindly making some, little profits, like you're breaking even, and you are getting great CTR, shares, and comments, there are a few tweaks that you can make. For example, maybe you just need to fix the ad copy, change your interest, or you're targeting slightly so it's going to the right people. Then on the other end, if you see people that are really liking and sharing your post, but there's no buying, no very viral activity beyond that, then they might not like the product itself, but they like the message behind, which is extremely common with t-shirts, where you might have a phrase or the words on the t-shirt that people really love. So, but the design, maybe it's ugly, not attractive, or the t-shirt is horrible. I've seen plenty of designs that are very, horrible. They're not going to buy it, but they will likely share it due to the social media viral effect. So you are paying for that engagement, and all you have to do to change that type of ad campaign for success is making adjustments on the product. Maybe change the design and make it better, have the same words, but just slightly making it better. Okay, so these metrics are very important to follow and kind of determine where the success is actually coming from. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to make the adjustments and go from there.